Peace and blessings, everybody. This is Shango Ray, aka Real Deal Ray, your intuition's mouthpiece. When that monkey mind wants to try and have a reverse bukkake in your head, all right, look that up. That's actually something I'd be interested in. I said reverse. There's a difference. Well, all right. Enough about that. That might be TMI there. Okay, this is the Shangodiac, where I, Shango, mate with the Zodiac, bust that shit up, and give to you a psychic card reading based on your sign. This is for Pisces. So for all my Pisces out, excuse me, Pisces out there, this is for you. All right. Now this is a general reading. Generals oftentimes can be general. It is my intent that this reading find whoever needs to hear it, how they need to hear it, when they need to hear it. Okay? I'm also going to tell you in just a second, well, not a second, but in a minute, in a little bit, how you can get your very own, how you can get 5 of your very own most carefully crafted pressing questions that you have right now, and you know you got them answered in the privacy of your own email. But let's get to you. Let's see what's going on. Okay. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to look and see what's going on now, just kind of like the energetic influences right now. I'm going to see what the hidden influences are. And then I'm going to tell you where, for many of you Pisces, where your points of power are, where you're going to get the greatest leverage at this particular time. Okay. This is May 24th. All right. May 24th, 2018. Until the next one, whenever the hell that is. Okay, so hold on. Now, do me a favor, Pisces. Oh, it's so bright. Gotta wear shades. Blow on this, baby. I'm serious. Blow on the shit. All right. Okay. Now, show us what the fuck is going on with Pisces. Show us what the fuck is going on with Pisces. Show us what the fuck is going on with Pisces now. Accurate. I say. All right. Just a moment here. I apologize for the dead air, but then I don't. Okay? Then I don't because it's not even dead air. It's just space. It's quiet, silence. You want to receive the signal? Then shut the fuck up. Okay? That's what I learned anyway. That's what I learned. All right? Now, okay, Pisces. Ooh, just like your sign is split into two different fish, 69 and pretty much. All right. Um, so is this card split? Okay. Well, you cannot see it. Let me see. All right, that's a little better. Jack of Hearts. But this Jack of Hearts energy is reversed. You know, I got to say, some of you Pisces are in a situation where you kind of both are being a little greasy. I think it's a pretty much a wrap. So I know how a lot of you Pisces can be. Not trying to generalize, but y'all can be quite manipulative, secretive. I'm a Pisces moon. I'm half fish. Okay, so I'm half fish head, so I could say that shit. All right, and it not be um, zodiacally racist. Okay, so but like I said, just like you got two fish 69 in each other. Okay, in the same way, this is kind of different. Okay, I feel like there's a demographic of you Pisces who are dealing with somebody who is either getting real greasy, as far as extracurricular activities outside of your relationship right now, or they're about to, due to the climate of your relationship. Okay. And of course, just who they are as a person. Because just because the climate of the relationship might be shitty, for some people, their answer is to go fuck somebody else or fuck somebody's else. And then you have other types of people who is like, well, let's work this out, you know? Um, so as I said, this is kind of split for this card because this is really really strong. This is coming through like gangbusters. Okay, this is coming through like my elixir from my gonads. Okay, just like whaja. All right. Um, there is another demographic of you Pisces where y'all being greasy too. You are the ones being greasy. And maybe your partner is not aware of it or whatever. There's some greasiness going on. There's some deception, okay, going on within the realm of a relationship, of emotions, okay? You're shut down too. Some of you, one of these demographics, you're shut down. It's a wrap, pretty much. You know, you're in the hospital, not you. The relationship is in the hospital, hooked to the machines, and they're like, yo, um, if this thing don't start breathing in 24 hours by itself, we're gonna have to unplug it, okay? That's where your relationship is at, okay? Whether or not you want to admit it, okay? And for those of you on the other side of the spectrum, I think it's time that you maybe come to grips with that because I'm sure if you found out what your partner was doing, I'm talking to those Pisces whose partner is being very greasy. Um, you not it's that's going to kill the relationship because you're not going to want to do no get back, okay? Now, I do also see that there is an energy of dominance, if you will, almost to the point where you can start now having things your way even more financially. Let me see if this, yeah, see, King of Diamonds, okay? This is also a time for you to discover what is most important to you. And that is probably the most powerful thing you can do, okay? Because through that, any and all can be gained or shed, okay? Uh, yeah. And also and this could be a relationship, could be a baby that was going to come, is not going to come now, miscarriage, Planned Parenthood, whatever. But it also is something, an idea that you were very very passionate about, starting something very very passionate about. As you, oh, you can't really fucking see it though. Yeah. This is celestial south pole. Okay, you can't see him though because it's fucking light. But he's upside down. You see his aura, his crown, his halo. Okay, uh, thwarted, done, aborted. That's what A stand for with this card is aborted. Something was like you were going to start something, and now you're not. Okay, so it's done. All right, either through either from your decision or because of just other circumstantial influences. Nada. Okay. Now, hidden influences, baby. Hidden influences. All right. Okay. So something you may or may not be aware of. Maybe you're connecting the dots lately in your own reality. But you'll notice, you're able to crystallize and manifest some things here. It seems to be a lot easier and flowier than other times. Okay. So that is a hidden influence, especially if you're not aware of it, if you haven't caught on. Another thing, even though it's upright, I do want to strongly suggest that you watch what the fuck you say and your feelings because they can return to you like boomerangs when you throw them, okay? And so, in a sense, it almost would seem like instant karma, okay? But it's really because you're tapped into this vein right now, or this this energetic current, I guess. And maybe some of that is also just allowance, allowance often speeds up things, even though that's maybe not why we're doing it. It's just we come to a point where we surrender, and that surrender is a release, a letting go. And then when you let go, shit can really happen. Okay. Now, another thing here I see is a concern about the stability of your house. It's maybe not a concern, but it's a point of focus, I'll say. Okay. But um, that is also kind of like an inner motivation for you. And because you truly believe in that, obviously it kind of just helps to, it's like if you can believe, if you have belief in something, you can transfer that belief to somewhere else, or you can use that belief. You can kind of look and say, when I really believe something, where is it, do I envision it in my mind? If you do envision it, is there something that I feel? Is there a color that goes along with it? Does it move around from place to place in my body? Because it will. You feel everything in your body. All right. So, you know what I'm saying though. But I gotta say something to you though. As much as this is kind of going good for you, y'all need to be concerned, man. I feel like some of you Pisces need to really take a second look at your health. Uh, Specifically, also, I feel like there also may be something going on that you're not aware of though. So maybe it's the time also, maybe this is the time for you to actually just go get checked and find out what the hell's going on so you kind of know what's what. Okay. But I also feel like there may be some, I don't know, for somebody, there's something going on in your head, and you may be severely dehydrated as well. Okay. So drink lots of water. All right. So now we're going to go to points of power here. Points of power. Of course, the main point of power here is your own spiritual clarity. When I say spiritual, also think in terms of psychological, okay? But this is coming through as a spade, okay? Spade is oftentimes reflecting the elements of your work life. And this is very closely related because, a lot of you Pisces need to know what the hell you want to do. And it doesn't necessarily have to be one thing, perhaps maybe more of a one direction. And within that direction you're doing several different things, but this is closely also tied in. I feel like there's a convergence going on between your work, and like I said before, work doesn't necessarily mean a job. Okay, like maybe there's something sacred you do with children or something at like the Boys and Girls Club. That's the example I use often because it just comes off easy. um that can be your work. Okay, so you need to not you need to, but there is much, much power, much, much leverage. I forgot who the fuck he was who said, if you get enough leverage, you can take a stick and move the world, the planet. You know, that's why I always advocate, and I advocate with myself too. Where is my point of power at? Of course, obviously, it's right here, right now. But within right here, right now, where is my point of power? You know, there's always something that's going to give you a lot more yield, a lot more return, a lot more bang for the buck than other things. There's a lot of things in your life right now that are going to give you diminished returns, meaning it's almost like betting, okay? I don't know how many of you follow boxing. I'm a big boxing fan, okay? Like him or hate him, Mayweather, undefeated. But if you was to bet on him and you wanted to win some any actual money, you'd have to bet like 5 times what you would have to bet on the opponent to make any money because the odds are so much in his favor. Like, so you're getting a diminished return. I got to bet 5,000 to win 500. That don't make no sense. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of situations in your life where you're having to bet 5,000 just to make 500. Okay. But then there's other portals, there's other avenues, there's other situations, there's other things that will yield 80% for 20% of the effort. Okay, it's the 20% that makes 80% of your difference. It's the difference that makes the difference. How else can I say it? All right. There's also many of you Pisces are not going to do this. I promise you, you won't. Okay. I promise you, you won't. There is something, a whole new course of action that you need to take. You know, you want to take it. You're scared of it, though. You're scared of the failure. You're scared of the success, whatever. Um, the select few out there who are going to, this is your confirmation to jump, to do what you need. Do what you know you've been scared to do. Okay, there's something on the other side of that fear. But most of you, I know you won't. You're gonna keep swimming in fucking circles. Okay, so there it is. Now, and the other hidden influence here, or points of power. All right. This is, there's a motherly energy. I'm gonna actually even say a more ancient motherly energy. She'd probably get offended if I say that, but like your great grandma or somebody, or a great great. Okay. So if you don't have an ancestor, fuck. If you don't have an ancestor get up going on, I didn't mean to go this long, but it flowed that way. All right. So now listen. That's been your Pisces reading, and as good as that fucking was, if you want to create the opportunity so I can cater your reading to you, because we all have times where you might be at a crossroads situation, emotions are running high, emotions are the fucking two-leaf fog of your head, all right, and all these other, off-brand thoughts. uh and if you need an outside perspective, if you vibe with me like I'm vibing with you, okay, you can get 5 of your most carefully crafted or pressing questions answered right now. Okay. And it can be done, it will be done through the privacy of your own email. I'll actually record it with my own voice. I will talk to you, record your reading, send it right to you through your email. Okay. So if you're interested in that, all you gotta do is hit the little arrow on the one of the sides of this video, and the other menu will pop down. You'll see the description box. You'll see it's the first thing. It says shango-ray.com psychic email. So if that's for you, do that now. Okay. Having a special right now, only $69. Why? Because in the 69, my Humpty nose will tickle your rear. Okay. So yeah, got that action going on. Speaking of 69 and fish, all right. So check that out, and we'll be back when we are back. Shangorian Miracle Magi site is about to drop either today or tomorrow. I've been working feverishly with a certain tech department. So shout out to all the Punjabs out there helping me with my technology, because I'm not a computer guy, okay? But we're working it out there. All right, but we just want to get it right for y'all. So peace and blessings to everybody.